Hello and welcome back to Leeds lately for the live watch along of Leeds United versus Queen's Park Rangers at Elland Road. Some news this morning that Junior Firpo has received a 3-match ban for a headbutt in the 95th minute in the game against Millwall. I did see it at the time on the stream. Those of you who are in the stream, I said I reckon he's getting a 3-match ban for that. And I did call it, unfortunately. As well, I mean, someone mentioned midweek. I think QPR have 8 players injured, something like that. So they are going to struggle, I think, to field a strong lineup today. So hopefully that means we can get a job done on them, and it'll ease the pressure a little bit after that 1-0 loss to Millwall midweek, which none of us were really hoping to happen. Thank you, everybody who is joining me so far. Welcome to all our Leeds Lately members. Welcome to John Garside, Karen Curtin, Chewy Backer's in here as well. That's it at the moment for members. But if you do want to become a member and support the channel for just a couple of quid a month, hit that join button down below, and it just means that the channel is supported a little bit better. It is able to keep going. Able to keep going for longer. Sorry, the fan went off then, and I was looking at it like, why have you gone off? Because it keeps making a very annoying little ticking noise, shall we say. So I've turned it back on now, and it should be sorted. Anyway, I haven't properly got the lineup for this week, but I can tell you what the lineup is. And the lineup for this week is in goal, of course, Illan Meslier, then Jayden Bogle. Hold on a second. That's the lineup for bloody Millwall. What's going on here? Official Leeds account. Here we go. Illan Meslier in goal. Sam Byram at left back. Jayden Bogle at right back. Strauch and Rodon at the 2 centre-back positions. Rothwell and Tanaka in midfield, with Aronson, Solomon and Nonto in behind Joseph. So a few changes then, not forced, in terms of the front line. James drops out, Piru drops out, and Joseph and Solomon come into that attacking lineup. Chambers makes the bench, Crew makes the bench. The rest of the bench, actually, I'll just go through now. Darlow, Schmidt, Verber, Crew, Gilavogi, Chambers, Piru and Pat Bamford. So if we just have a little look at the championship table, at the moment we sit third, 14 games played, 26 points, and in second is Sheffield United with 14 games played, 28 points. So if we are successful today and do get a victory against QPR, then we would go back up into second place. Just a point behind Sunderland, who of course would have points on us. Would have an extra game on us if that is the case. So all we could do is try and win today. Let's have a look at the other games that have happened already. EFL Championship, that's the one, isn't it? That's the league we're in, unfortunately. So today we had Blackburn Rovers beat Cardiff City 3-1. Watford beat Oxford United 1-0. Middlesbrough beat Luton Town 5-1, as someone was saying in the chat before. And Stoke Millwall was 1-1. Sunderland have Coventry today. And Sheffield United have Sheffield Wednesday tomorrow. So that could be an interesting one, because in a derby it could go either way, even though Sheffield Wednesday are obviously down in 15th. They're not that bad, but they're down in 15th. So yeah, it kind of it will kind of see a little bit of a clearer picture by the end of that game tomorrow. But for the moment, we've just got to focus on this game against QPR. Now, QPR have only got one win on the road this season, and that was against Luton away. And Leeds have done pretty well on the road. At home this season as well. So we'll have to see how this one bears out. But hopefully, we actually just not make it an easy game, but just do things the easy way. Go 1-0 up early on, make it 2, make it 3, and then just cruise to victory. I mean, it's pretty much what we did against Plymouth. So I'm hoping for a little bit of a result like that. John Garside saying I'm expecting at least 3-0, but well, we went to their spot last season, didn't we? And they tonked us 4-0, so you never know. They're not that bad. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens. Where are they in the table actually currently, QPR? We'll have a little look at that now. Championship standings. Oh, they're not in the top 5. They are down in 23rd, QPR. I thought they'd had quite a good start, but no, turns out they haven't. They've only won 1 game. They've they've drawn 7 and they've lost 6. Hence their 10 points. Bloody hell, yeah. I didn't realise that they were that far down there. I thought they were doing all right, but yeah. On paper, then, we should be having our way with them today. I'll just go through the lineup again for those of you who missed it. Melier in goal, Byram at left back, Bogle at right back, Strauch and Rodon at centre backs, Rothwell and Tanaka in the 2 hold-in roles. Then in front of them, you've got Aronson, Solomon and Nonto, with Matteo Joseph up front. Dan James is on the bench alongside Darlow, Schmidt, Verber, Crew, Gilavogi, Chambers, Piru and Bamford. So that is the lineup. And the players are actually heading out onto the pitch now to, I was going to say to do the national anthems then, but that's not a thing, is it? To do the, the handshakes and lining up, all that sort of thing. CB saying, hope Joseph scores today. He needs a goal, yeah. It would be good to see Joseph get a goal. I just feel like things haven't been going well for him of late. Like things aren't just quite clicking into place for him. So hopefully today he's able to score. Mick Doyle saying, I think we might win 2-0, but Nonto not good enough for me. I think Nonto's been our best player in a lot of these games, to be honest with you. I think in especially in the last couple where we've thought, we've not been too great, Nonto's been a bit of a shining light for me. We've still got 5 minutes to kick off, but I have just lost the feed. But I think we have got a backup here. Let's try that one. Not going too well, I must say. Well, we'll have to try again here. He seemed to have completely lost the feed. Oh no, it's up on this visual radio. I reckon Fairport not too bad. He can play internationals and have a rest. Well, look, it's the time for it to happen, isn't it? It's more annoying that it's a 3-match ban over just a 1-match ban or whatever. It's very annoying that it's a 3-match ban. But coming in at this point against second bottom in the league, you couldn't really ask for it to be against anyone better, could you? To be honest, not really. So you'd expect. Well, to be honest, I was hoping we might see a bit of Schmidt today. I was hoping we might see Schmidt coming at left back, because if there's a time to give him a chance, I would say it's now. But obviously, Daniel Farker doesn't have the same line of thinking that I do on that. currently having a minute of silence here. So we should be underway in about 2 or 3 minutes. 2-0 minimum. White Swan saying, well, I'd love it to be, you know. I'd love us to go ahead and win by 2 or more goals. It would be great, wouldn't it? But it's just that it's coming back off that Millwall game that you just need to go ahead and put in a decent performance. And we beat these, because they have struggled this season, and they've especially struggled on the road. They've only won 1 game all season so far, so we've got to be doing a job today. We've got to be doing a job on them, and if we don't, it's a little bit worrying. Farker has his watch set for the first 60 minutes. Yeah. Look, when we went into that Millwall game, I was very calm and relaxed, and I would say I am here still anyway. I don't really get worried until it's in the proper latter stages of the season, where you actually it actually comes down to crunch time. But there is still an importance on us getting the job done today. Again, if you missed it, Meslier, Bogle, Byram, Strauch, Rodon. Then you've got Rothwell, Tanaka, Solomon, Aronson, and Nonto, with Mateo Joseph up front. So 2 of the front 4 have been switched out, and we'll see what happens with that, whether it has any positive effect on the team. Personally, I wouldn't have taken Dan James out. I really wouldn't have taken Dan James out, but I'm not the coach. Justin O'Dell, what is saying hi? I hope you're all doing well, doing good, thank you. Welcome to the chat, Justin. Another one of our Leeds Lately members, of course. Hopefully we put in a good performance today. Matt Donoghue, the ref today, I can't remember whether he's good or bad, but he's a championship referee, so I'll assume bad until proven otherwise. Hi Colin, welcome to the chat. If you're joining, I don't know if you're joining for the first time or it's just first time speaking, but yeah, of course you're welcome in here. We are just about to get under the way, so I'm just going to get ready to press the timer. If you haven't already done this, then make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And then the other thing is, if a goal goes in this game that we're watching here, please don't put it in the chat until I've reacted to it. And once I've reacted to it, you of course can say whatever you like, but it's just because I won't have seen it, because there'll be a bit of a delay. You might be ahead of me on your feed, whatever. If there's been a goal, don't tell me until I've seen it. That's just the one rule that we have in here, basically. Oh, and there's actually, we've got 2 rules: that and be nice. Referee's taking his sweet old time over this one. We're about to get underway here. There we go. We are underway here at Elland Road. Mateo Joseph comes charging into the opposition half to close down their defence. Now the ball in the centre circle, headed away by the QPR defender. Here's Bogle with it. Played down the line now to Nonto. Back inside to Tanaka, back to Bogle, and then across to Meslier. Just trying to get an early look at what sort of shape QPR will be setting up in today. They look like they've got a little bit of a front 3, maybe with a number 10 that supports and goes into that front line, unless that is just when they don't have the ball, they're trying to block off those passing lanes. Here's Meslier. Now Rodon. Down the line now to Bogle, who tries to play a lofted ball over the top, headed away by Steve Cook. Out to the left-hand side. Brennan Aronson battling for that one, and it's actually going to be a QPR throw-in just by the technical areas. It's going to be Field to come across and take this one. Field, of course, number 8, who Leeds were linked with in the summer as a target that can play that kind of that number 8 role very well. But that one was it must have been on the list, but fairly low on the list. Hi Sajal, welcome to the stream. Sajal saying hi Max CB Karen. Hey, well everyone. Surely this is a must win given our last game and who we're playing today. Yeah, that's what we were saying before, Sajal. Whilst it doesn't always work out like that on paper, the team who's only won one game all season and we're at home against them, you've got to fancy our chances, haven't you? So yeah, I don't think it's far-fetched to expect to win today. And like you say, especially with the context of the Millwall game as well, it would be nice to see us put in a performance. Welcome Robert as well. Welcome Robert Wetzel joining the stream. Here's Strauch. He just pokes that one back to Meslier as it was attempted to be played over the top. Now Meslier plays it out to Bogle on the right-hand side. Bogle down the line to Nonto. Nonto tries to cut inside, brought down there, and he's going to win a free kick from Anderson, I think it is there. Yeah, Nonto just cut inside. Just got a few hits there, and the Leeds free kick can be taken now. Here's Tanaka. Across to Rodon now. Rodon now to Strauch. Strauch with a little lofted ball down the line there. I don't think I've ever seen, and it's been cleared out for a throw-in, I don't think I've ever seen Rodon or Strauch play one of those little chip through balls down the line and it actually go to a Leeds player. I think they've always just gone flying wide, like gone too long and gone out for a goal kick or whatever. Here's Bogle. Now Nonto. Nonto back to Bogle. Bogle with a chance to cross here, and his cross is very, very poor into the south stand in the end. Or is that the Cop? I can't tell which way we're facing, but into the stand behind the goal, essentially, so not a great cross at all. You got a chance to cross the ball like that into the box, you've got to do it well. You really do. Here are QPR trying to play out from the back. Little ball down the line, flicked on, but now Rodon can win that one back with Anderson behind him. Here's Aronson. Little poke to Nonto. Now Bogle gets his body in well, and then it gets fouled right in front of the technical areas by Sellar, and it's going to be a Leeds free kick, which they've taken already. Here's Rodon now. Here's Rodon again. Strauch. Rothwell. I'm not sure that Leeds are playing towards the south stand. I thought it's hard to tell sometimes. Well, it looks like we're looking at the family stand straight ahead of us. So that then on the right would be... No, sorry. No, you're right. That is the south... Yeah. Never mind. Brain. Here's Bogle. Back again to Rodon. Rodon again here. Across to Byram now. Drops it back off to Pascal Strauch. Now Solomon's come deep to pick it up. Strauch again. Rothwell. Rothwell with the ball over the top here towards Bogle. Can Bogle keep it in? No, he can't. And it's going to be a goal kick there. It's the final pass that always lets us down. It really is. Who was the pass from? It was Rothwell. Great idea, and the ball over the top, it had backspin on it, but it just was too far for Bogle. When Ramazani's back on duty, I think it's like, didn't he say like 4 to 6 weeks? So a long time, probably after Christmas. Sujal, Firpo got banned because he's got a 3-match ban because in the 95th minute against Millwall, he headbutted a Millwall player in the side of the head, and the referee didn't notice, so he got nothing at the time. But the FA has banned him retrospectively. I mean, I don't know. A lot of you will have been in that stream, but I definitely said as soon as I saw the incident, I said he's probably going to get a 3-match ban for that. Nonto. Rothwell. Now Solomon out on the left. Plays it even wider out to Byram on the touchline. Now back to Rothwell. Rothwell with the ball to Solomon. Now Aronson goes back outside. Looking for a chance to maybe get the ball in the box here, but he goes back again to Rothwell. Now Tanaka, a little first time ball back to Strauch. Down the line now to Aronson. Solomon now coming towards the box. Plays the ball back to Aronson. Aronson tries to cut it back. It's gone past everyone and then cleared by the QPR defender. Leeds win the ball back though. Here's Rothwell. Now Bogle. I don't know if it was on the highlights, but I definitely saw it on the actual match feed. So if you can get a full replay of the match, you'll see it. Bogle with the ball into the box, cleared away again by QPR. Nonto's going to do well to get that one back to Tanaka, and he does. Good little poke from Tanaka back to Rodon, and then Leeds can come forward again with Strauch. Yeah, there's definitely footage, it's just not on the highlights. Here's Aronson. Aronson wins Leeds a free kick just on the edge of the box here because Varane, and not that Varane, not Raphael Varane, it's Jonathan Varane. Basically had his arms all over him and pulled him down in the end, so Leeds are going to get a free kick here. So Rothwell and Aronson over this one. Just Aronson now, so I don't know if he's going to shoot, but be now. I mean, like, it's a good shooting position. It really is. I don't think I would be crossing from here if it was me. Aronson then steps up to take this free kick. I mean, he's having a look at the players in the box for a cross, and he's hit it straight at the wall. Really, really poor. Look, I don't get that. I don't understand it, because I don't think I'm being delusional in saying I could at least get the ball over the wall. It might be tame and the goalkeeper might catch it, but I could definitely get the ball over the wall towards the goal. I don't understand this, like, we can't even just get it over the wall from a free kick. It's just terrible. Anyway, here come QPR. Good little feet there from the winger. Pulled down in the end by Aronson, and it's going to be a free kick. It was a shot. It was a shot. That was how bad it was, though. I'm sure it was a shot. I don't understand how that, like, surely it would have gone in the actual direction that you'd want it to. Which players are on international duty? A lot. Not obviously none from the big nations, like England, Brazil. Like, do you get what I mean? But the ones for anyone who plays for the under-21s, like Nonto and Joseph, have been selected for the under-21s, and then obviously the Welsh boys who are actually not injured. So Dan James and Rodon. Because Ampadu's knackered still. Ramazani won't be because he's Belgian, isn't he? So he's not going to get in their team. Although that Belgian team has gone off the boil a little bit. I don't know how old is Ramazani? Is he old and too old to play in the under-21s? Here's Bellier, Rodon, Bogle. Poor ball down the line from Bogle, and it's going to be a throw-in to QPR. QPR Play the ball backwards there, back to the defence, and Mateo Joseph is trying to close down, but a long raking ball to switch it there. A little header inside now, and I think it's Chair that picks it up. At least it look. He's short and he's got dark hair. I can't really see who it is, but ball back to the QPR goalkeeper now. Mateo Joseph is trying to close down, and so Solomon, and he nearly got the ball there, but it's been taken away. It's going to be a Leeds. No, it's going to be a QPR free kick. Oh yeah, and Ramazani's injured anyway. Forgot about that. That's the most vital part, isn't it? Ramazani can't walk at the moment, so he's not going to get picked for international duty. Free kick for QPR then. Just in line with the QPR edge of the centre circle. Long ball forward over the top, headed away by Byram, and then flicked on one more by Rothwell, then Aronson, then Rothwell again. Now Solomon into Aronson, and then Mateo Joseph picks it up. Mateo Joseph out on the left-hand side, takes a little trip there, and it's going to be a Leeds free kick. Now Bogle. Byram got booked. Was Byram one of the players that was on 4 yellows? Here's Strauch. Clearance from Cook there. It's gone way up in the air and headed away now. Byram heads it one more, and he's lost out here, Byram. QPR come forward here. Strauch struggling to keep up with the pace of the winger, and the ball into the box is headed away by Bogle in the end, but then picked up here and whipped back into the box again, headed away by Bogle again. Good defending from him. Good awareness. Yeah, I would have started Dan James over Solomon any day. But we know from past experience that if you don't play players who are on loan, they get taken back to their parent club, i.e. Eddie and Nketiah, etc. So maybe there's a quota of certain games that Solomon has to play to not get recalled, and if you play in second bottom of the league, it might be a good one to use him in. I think Dan James is fit, but I think it might be something to do with what I just said. QPR just playing the ball out from the back here. Ball with the left wing back now. Played back and then all the way back to the goalkeeper. I mean, he's not been very good, has he, Solomon? I've not seen him do anything good. I think he played well for about half an hour in his first game. Other than that, I've seen nothing for him. Bogle with the ball down the line to Nonto. Nonto back into the box and then cleared away by QPR, and it's going to be a throw into Leeds. He can't even keep the ball most of the time, Solomon. He's realised that this level's a lot higher than what he was expecting, but here's Byram. Back to Strauch. Tanaka. Strauch. Solomon. Rothwell. Back to Strauch again. Strauch looking for a pass forward, but nothing on, so he gives it back to Tanaka, who's again dropped between the lines. Here's Tanaka's ball forward to Nonto, which Nonto gives back to Rodon. Rothwell. Rodon, Tanaka, Rothwell. Strauch coming forward here now on the left-hand side, carrying the ball. Tanaka. Back to Strauch. Here's Tanaka again, and then Solomon into Aronson. Aronson shoots off the bar. So unlucky there from Aronson to hit the crossbar with that strike from the edge. Most power I've ever seen him hit a shot with, I think. Leeds have won the ball back here on the right-hand side. Here's Mateo Joseph inside the box. Slide tackle away by the QPR defenders, and it's going to be a Leeds corner kick. But yeah, when Aronson got this ball back, he just smacked it one from the edge of the box and it hit the crossbar. Great strike from Aronson. I've never seen him hit a ball that hard, but just really unlucky for him to bounce right up back off the crossbar. Rothwell to take then. Rothwell's corner kick into the box. Goes over everybody and Solomon picks it up at the back post. Ball into the box again from Solomon and so close to someone getting on the end of it. Cleared away eventually by QPR, and Bogle's going to be able to go and pick that one up. I want to see more of Schmidt as well. I don't know. Does anybody know how many yellow cards Byron was on? Because if that's his 5th, then we might see Schmidt in the next game. Here's Aronson. Oh, little flick there by Mateo Joseph in the box, but it didn't go towards goal. Here's Bogle. Bogle drops off to Rothwell here. Rothwell dribbling into the box. Rothwell with a little chip into the box. Solomon just kicked it straight up in the air. The ball's bouncing around. Bogle scored. Come on. If that hadn't have gone in, I don't know what I would have said. Because, oh my God, the ball was just bobbling around everywhere in the box. Everybody was trying to take a shot, and then eventually Bogle hit it with his left foot and put it in the hit the bar and bounced down behind the line and back up into the net. Oh, you always have to bring the mood down, John. Well, not always. I don't think I've ever seen you speak before, but I meant just because you put Sunderland 1-0, it's brought the mood down just as we score. By the way, get a load of Solomon's attempts to score here. Yeah, Bogle just hung on just for a second, didn't he? He waited just a second, just a split second, and then swung his foot at it, and it just threw off the defenders. Yeah, good finish in the end. I mean, he nearly missed it, but it was absolute pinball in the QPR box then, but Leeds come away with a 1-0. Ball comes forward here from QPR, and it's going to be headed out for a QPR throw-in. Yeah, it would be nice to see us go on and score a load more, wouldn't it? But ball forward there from QPR, but Byram clears it. Now Cook sends that one back forwards towards Leeds, and Strauch heads it straight to a QPR player. Here's Rodon, clears that one away. And again, put straight to a QPR player. Ball back to Field here. And we've got some buffering going on. Come on. 99%, 100%, we're back in play. Here's Field. Little chipped ball, good ball actually out to the right-hand side, but then a really poor pass from the winger. On the wing, the fullback, Ashby. I'm just going to sit up straight for a minute, get a bit of a change of position so I don't break. Byram then with the throw-in. Throw-in taken down the line. Headed away by a QPR player and then back towards the front. Here's Ashby again. Now all the way back to field. I'm just about to sneeze, so I'm going to mute the mic for a second. I'm back. Here's Cook with it. Buffering again. Bloody QPR. I've lost some time here, but like the time I'm watching says 21:50, but on my timer there it says 22:30. So ignore that for now. Strauch will catch up at half time. Strauch trying to clear that one, wasn't a convincing clearance, but does in the end manage to get the ball to Nonto. Nonto has luckily managed to win Leeds a throw in there, but it was a bit of a close call on whether he was just going to give the ball away, but in the end he wins Leeds a throw in. I would say a little bit luckily. Bogle then with the throw-in. Down the line here to Mateo Joseph, and now Aronson with a great touch there. Aronson now inside to Mateo Joseph, and we're buffering again. Great stuff. 87%, 95%, 100%, back underway here. Aronson still going. Loses the ball. Did so well there, Aronson. Just release the ball and make yourself look really good. If you pass the ball to a teammate there and they lose it, it's not your fault and you've done really well. QPR with the ball again now. Long ball forward from Steve Cook. Out to the left-hand side. Bogle and Tanaka coming across to try and deal with the situation. Bogle trying to take on Saito. Saito's dived there. I've never seen a dive like it. I've never seen a dive like it. Saito runs down the line. Look at this. Anybody who's watching it, you've never seen anything like it, honestly. So poor. Why would the referee give a free kick for that? I know, I just don't understand the if they score off this, I'm going to be really angry because there's no way on God's green earth that was a free kick in any world. Ball into the box, cleared away by a combination of Joseph and Nonto here. Here's Saito again. The ball back to Anderson. Anderson tries to play it in the box. Meslier can just catch that one. Yeah, I've got 169 people in the chat and only 53 likes. So if you could just go ahead and hit that like button for me, try and get us up to 100 likes, that would be great. Well, it's just completely paused. I'm going to go back to the Leeds one. Oh, we're about right here now with the Leeds one. Anyway, here's Strauch. Rothwell. Nice little ball out wide now to Bogle. Bogle brings it forward here. Now Tanaka. Out wide to Nonto. Back inside now to Bogle. Of course, the first goal scorer of the game. Tell you what, you'd have got long odds, wouldn't you, for Bogle first goal scorer. Here's Rothwell. Tanaka. Well, I wouldn't be surprised, Penny, sorry. Some of the diving you see, it's beggars belief. Tanaka. Nice little curved ball out wide to Bogle now. Can they fashion something with Nonto here? No, he goes backwards to Brodon. Here's Tanaka with the ball to Nonto. Ball now to Bogle. Bogle tries to put it in the box. Oh, it bounces. I think it was one of the defenders there. Just got a little touch on it that took it away from Solomon in the box. But they come forward here now, QPR, with a chance for them to properly try and break for the first time. Leeds get back in numbers so well, though. And they forced them to go back and make a mistake as well. Leeds with the ball back now. Here's Mateo Joseph out on the left-hand side. Tries to get it to Aronson. Aronson somehow gets the ball back to Joseph. Joseph comes inside now. Heading towards the box. Probably a really good tackle, you know, from the QPR defender. Really good tackle. Can't say anything against that. Really, really good. No, I don't, Goz. I think he's pretty poor. From everything I've seen, he doesn't deserve a place in the team over Dan James, that's for sure. Here's Bogle. Now Rothwell and then back to Strauch. Solomon. Here's Tanaka. Tanaka with a lofted ball out wide to Bogle here. Bogle with a really good touch. Oh, Bogle's absolutely skinned Saito. Bogle's still going. Bogle. Oh, his shot's deflected to the edge of the box. And then another shot. That would have probably gone in, you know, from... I think it was Tanaka on the edge there. Went for the shot and it was saved off the line by Sam Field, I think it was. Really good little bit of play there, especially from Bogle. Yeah, that's going in, you know, from Tanaka. I think that's going in, and the defender blocks it before it can go in the bottom corner. But look, Leeds are playing pretty well. Throw in to come in then. And that one's going to go out for another QPR throwing a little bit further up now. Field then is going to take this throw in. Long throw in down the line, headed away by Rodon. It's going to go out for another throw in, pretty much where he took the original throw in from. So that was a waste of about 10 seconds of our lives. I've made one of my eyes water now, so that's not good. Here's Mateo Joseph picking the ball up, though, from that header. Drops it off now to Byram. Byram carries it forward and gives it out wide now to Solomon on the left. Solomon trying to take him on down the line and then loses the ball. Oh, and then but now Byram's been skinned by the QPR player. Oh, he's just nutmegged Solomon. He's done really well there, the QPR player, to be fair to him. He's absolutely skinned two of our players about twice. Ball now to the right-hand side, and they carry it forward into the Leeds half now. Here's Ashby down the line. Gets it back again, but Byram did pull him down there, and Byram needs to be careful because I think he is on a yellow card, isn't he, Byram? So just needs to be careful pulling people down like that. Yeah, I don't know if there was that much. I don't know if there was that much in the way of contact there, but it's a lot more than what Saito went down for before. Yeah, I think we're playing all right, to be fair. I think we're playing all right. It's just it'd be nice to get another goal for a safety cushion, wouldn't it? It really would. 176 people and only 79 likes. Only 21 of you need to like it, and we'll get up to 100. 100 likes. Ball into the box, just wide of the post there from QPR as the header span away from goal. Little close for comfort for me. Good ball into the box and the header. Yeah, I don't think Meslier would have had that covered. 2-0 still dangerous, yeah, absolutely, but still better than 1-0, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. If you get to 100 likes, I can personally guarantee that Leeds will score a second goal. A Mateo Joseph header. Here's Tanaka. Turns and plays the ball forward now to Aronson. Drops it off out wide for Sam Byram and then gets it back off him. He's going back now to Joe Rothwell and then forward to Tanaka. Tanaka with the ball down the line now to Byram. Byram looking for a chance to maybe get the ball in the box here, but he's played it down the line again to Solomon here. Solomon back to Byram. Now Rothwell. Rothwell tries to play a fizzed ball into the box to Aronson, but it gets cut out, and now QPR can come forward with Anderson. Nonto doing well, to force him back here. And then the ball back to Field. Down the line now to Saito, and then back inside to Anderson. Aronson battling for it, and then eventually Anderson goes down. Again, I don't really think there was anything... I really don't think there was anything in that. Let's have a look. Barely... Yeah, I mean, Nonto came within a foot of him and he was already falling down. Again, refereeing really poor. I'd just be saying, no, get up, let that go. Here's a ball with a QPR goalkeeper who slices that one out wide. It's gone over everyone and it's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Just inside our own half here. Although Byram is taking it from inside their half. Here's Rothwell. Down the line here to Solomon, and then Solomon one more to Mateo Joseph. Now Rothwell. Back into Nonto, who takes a good touch. Pokes it to Solomon here. The ball bouncing around in the box. Here's Mateo Joseph. Mateo Joseph shoots, blocked away, and now Leeds come forward again with Tanaka. Tanaka's ball for Bogle was covered there by Saito, and I didn't quite make a... They didn't quite manage to be on the same wavelength there. Ooh, bit of a handball, from the QPR defender done in that exchange. But without VAR, you're not getting that. Free falling saying Solomon has made a difference so far today. How easy it is for QPR to defend. I'd say he's made a difference to that. Made it a lot easier for them. Here's Byram. Now Aronson. Byram. Now Strauch. Rodon. Tanaka. Nonto. Tanaka again. Nonto again. Nonto with the ball towards the back post. It is going to reach Byram. Byram tries to put it across the box and it's gone into the side net in. Poor cross in the end. Because I think it's probably caused Mr. P. I think we forget that, there are a lot of good... Look, QPR aren't a good team within the Championship, but they still can string passes together. They're still pro footballers. They're still very good standard of football. And I think we often forget that, being a little bit... I would say we're a little bit big-headed at times because we are the biggest club in the Championship. But I think we do often underestimate our opponents They're not like they haven't looked horrendous. The only, like you say there, actually, the only team that looked properly bad is Plymouth, because it's the worst attacking performance I've ever seen in my life. I think defensively they weren't that bad. Look, they conceded 3 goals, but they weren't like, obviously teams have conceded more than that before. But in terms of Mr. P saying, what I mean is we don't keep the ball needlessly and slow the game down. Do you mean they don't? Because we do. We keep the ball needlessly and slow the game down a lot. Oh, Karen saying Sunderland 2, Coventry 0. How are they so good this season? Here's Nonto. Tries to get the ball in the box, and it's going to be a Leeds corner. Second one of the game. Portsmouth 1, Preston 0. Yeah, but the thing is about Nonto is best off the left, playing off the left. But Solomon's been given that position. So if you played Nonto out there, you could play Dan James on the right, which is Dan James's best position. So I think it's just a bad choice of who to start. Headed away that corner instantly at the front post. We're back up to 39. Well, not back up, but we are up to 39. You don't have to ask, Ryan, anyway. You can put it in, mate. Whenever you want, you can put a score prediction in. Here's Aronson. Tanaka. Strauch. Now Rothwell. Forward here to Solomon, who takes a heavy touch and loses the ball. He has won it back, though. Here's Tanaka. Now Bogle. Nonto. Aronson here. Aronson plays it forward to Byram. Byram square, and Solomon scores into an open net, and he's offside. Byram was offside. Well, just as I was saying how poor Solomon was. Yeah, he was offside. It was an open net. I mean, anybody could have finished it, but... Sujal, did you not know how many... Sujal, do you not know how many corners it went to last time before we scored? It was... What was it, 179? I'm pretty sure it was 179 last time. Here comes Mateo Joseph. Out wide now to Nonto, who sends Saito for an absolute hot dog. Oh, and then the ball into Bogle again. Just takes a little nick and goes through to the goalkeeper for him to pick up with ease. When Nonto got back inside, then Saito went flying. Just slipped over and carried on sliding. 4-0. 4-0 would be great. 4-0 would be fantastic, but I don't know. I feel like this is one of those ones that's going to be a bit of a slog. I mean, unless we score and make it 2-0 just before half-time, which obviously would be perfect. Yeah, we are doing pretty well by our own... I mean, look, the Dan James goal, people are saying counts as... was it the Dan James one people are saying counts as a goal from a corner, or the... Oh, no, the Strauch one was the one that broke the record, wasn't it? That broke the streak. Here's Strauch. Byram with a little... almost like a Cruyff turn, but a pass down the line. Rodon. Bogle. Yeah, but the James one was not a goal from a corner. I'm sorry, but they crossed it in. It came out to the edge of the box. Then they passed it. It came across to Dan James, and then he shot from the edge of the box. That's not a goal from a corner for me. No way is that a goal from a corner. Rothwell with the ball into the box. Oh, It's a good idea to get the ball to Bogle, who tried to get it back across. But look, I mean, I'm going to watch, at some point I'll watch the replay of that Dan James goal. Because if, it says 99 on my screen, CB, if the corner kick itself isn't included in the replay, well, someone's just unliked it. No, back up to 99 again. Long ball forward from the QPR goalkeeper, headed by Byram, and then away again by QPR, but it's going to be a Leeds throw-in. 101 likes. Thanks, everybody. That should get the stream pushed out there to more people. Yeah, Sean Rooney knows what I'm on about. Direct from a corner only. If somebody crosses the ball into the box and somebody heads it in on a corner, that's a goal from a corner. Or even if they flick it on and someone volleys it in, they flick it on and someone heads it in at the back post. Just scoring direct from a corner is what I'm talking about. Here's Aronson. Byram. Now Rothwell. Across now to Rodon. Rodon to Bogle. Now Nonto. Nonto cuts inside here. Tanaka. To Rothwell. Tanaka having a question with the referee about whether that should have been a foul or not, but Leeds do still have the ball here. Here's Aronson, who tries to turn. Tackled, though, by a QPR defender, and it's going to be a Leeds throw-in out on the left-hand side. Rodon. Tanaka. Rodon again. Now Rothwell. With the ball to Nonto. Good ball. Now Nonto out wide to Bogle. Bogle looking for a way to get the ball in the box here, but he gives it back to Nonto. Nonto looking to shape up to shoot, but his shot is deflected, and it's going to be sent out for a Leeds throw-in in the end. Taken quickly. Here's Tanaka back to Bogle. Leeds are going to win themselves another throw-in here. Thrown in now to Mateo Joseph. Taken off him by Aronson. Now Tanaka. Tanaka with the ball towards the back post. Byram heads it across. Really unlucky there for Byram. Really good ball into the box from Tanaka. Really, really unlucky there for Byram because he tried to get the ball back across the box for Joseph and Joseph wasn't quite there. I don't know if he tried to shoot or what, but good ball from Tanaka there. 30 seconds to go of this first half then. Leeds currently, of course, leading 1-0 through that Jaden Bogle goal. Long ball forward here by the QPR goalkeeper. It's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Out in their Leeds left-back position, if you will. Yeah, Tanaka's been great today. Tanaka and Rothwell have both been very good. One added minute on to the first half then. One added minute. I think, though, to be honest, though, if you watched the Leeds feed as a fan of another club, you would think the same thing about the bias. It's just that you don't notice it as much when it's in favour of your club. Because, I mean, when Leeds score a goal, Tony DiRigo goes, yes! Which, obviously, a normal commentator wouldn't do. Good little touch there by Byram, and Byram gets it back. Here's Aronson. It's about 5 seconds to go of this first half, but Nonto's in on goal here, but no, he's not. The ball just bounces through to the QPR goalkeeper, and that's going to be it for the first half. Now, those of you who aren't familiar with the channel or haven't been before, first of all, make sure you hit that big red sub button down below. The second thing is, let me stop this timer. That wasn't one of them, but the third thing is, I'm going to turn the PC off and turn it back on again, so that we don't. Sometimes we get a crash in the second half. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it off, restart it. So the screen is going to go black for probably about 5 minutes. Then I'm going to reset it and you'll see me again. So it is going to go black, but don't worry about it. We will be coming back for the second half. So yeah, I'll be back in a minute. You lot have been arguing in the chat. I've been away for 2 minutes. I go away for 2 minutes and I come back and people are fighting. Come on. I mean, I haven't read it properly and I can't be asked reading all of it, but someone tell me the general gist of what's been going on. I'll pick out some key ones. Chewbacca saying the way Tanaka and Rothwell are playing, it's enough to make you wonder who the hell gets picked when Gruev and Ampadu are back. Yeah, it's a good point, because overall you would say that Gruev and Ampadu are the first choice of Daniel Farke, wouldn't you? But based on what we've seen of Ampadu, of Tanaka and Rothwell, I don't really see who comes back in for them because of the kind of how well they've performed. So yeah, who's been our man of the match? Probably Tanaka. Sajal's asking. Probably Tanaka for me. Sunderland's first goal is class, by the way, is it? That's what Chewy's saying. Just arguing again. I watched some of it, Clive, because I think Joe uploaded it as a separate video, so I watched some of it and I was just like, I mean, I was the same way as I am when I'm on the streams and people argue, when I actually just kind of sit there and go, okay, I'm not getting involved with this. Not getting involved. Yeah, I think Aronson has played pretty well. I'll agree on that one. I think Aronson's been pretty decent. He's been involved in a lot of the attacking play. But yeah, I can't agree with the Solomon has made a difference shout from free fall, and I don't think he's been very good at all, Solomon. Again, I mean, over and over again, he's playing poorly. Start Dan James. If he's not fit, then I don't know. Play Gilavogi on the left wing. Let's have a look who we've got on the bench. So the bench is Darlow, of course, won't come on, but then Schmidt, Verba, Crew, Gilavogi, Chambers, James, Peru, and Bamford. You might see Chambers get a chance later on in this one. I mean, Leeds should be further in head because Aronson hit the bar from that strike from the edge of the box, which was really unlucky. Then we've had a few crosses. We've had a few crosses across the box that have nearly have resulted in goals, and it's just, yeah, it's been a bit unlucky at times. But look, I think there's a chance that we go ahead and score a couple in this second half, but all depends on how the first sort of 10 minutes of the second half starts. Yeah, the thing is, White Swan, I agree with you. 3 in the middle is probably a really good idea, but it's not even a possibility for the way that Daniel Farke likes to play, so therefore it's not. Look, the thing is, I like Daniel Farke, right? But my kind of philosophy on formation and system, I would say, is a little bit more fluid than what Daniel Farke is. And what I mean by that is, when you play, he only ever wants to play a 4-2-3-1, Daniel Farke. He only ever wants to play a 4-2-3-1. And that's fine, right? That is fine. But if you want to adapt to the players that you've got, sometimes you have to play a slightly different system. Now, for me, I would play with the players that we've got. Sometimes it's better to play slightly differently in terms of formation, but the ideas are still the same. Do you know what? I'm going to get tactics board out for this. Well, a lot of markers just went everywhere. So, oh, there it is. I forgot which way it was. So, what I mean is, my God, this is impossible. Let's set these up. So, let's get rid of all the reds. Daniel Farke loves to play a 4 across the back line. 2, 3, 1. Right, so if you can see that, they've just ignore the red, just the yellow. Daniel Farke loves to play a 4-2-3-1, right? But this can be played very, very similar if you make it into a 4-3-3. And the only difference is you put those up there and you drop that guy into the midfield. Now, that isn't that dissimilar from a 4-2-3-1. When you don't have the ball, this player is definitely part of the 3. When you do have the ball, he might be able to push on a little bit more. So for me, the way I would play it is you would have Gruev and Ampadu, and then Tanaka or Rothwell would be that free role to get forward and to play that number 8. But Daniel Farke loves people playing in the inside forward role in the half space, which is obviously these two bits going down here and down here. Daniel Farke loves players to play in those places so that his fullbacks can get forward, but you can still do that with a front three and a midfield 3. So if you look at it like that, say that Leeds are on the attack, a lot of the times we'll just have Strauch and Rodon on the halfway line. You might have one of those midfielders sitting in like that. And then what you're going to have is your fullbacks go high and wide like that, and your actual wingers, or what were your wingers, they, instead of sitting out wide, they tuck inside and play in the half space here. So you still are getting like a front 5 across that line with 2 here to be able to play off, and then you've got another one here to support, and you've got your rest defense there. I would be tempted to break off into this formation for the Leeds system, because the Leeds players would fit more. We've got so many good central midfielders. Why not try and utilise them? And yes, maybe you get one less attacking player because you're using a Tanaka or a Rothwell as your number 10. But you get so much in terms of who's going forward. It's the same ideas. It's the same system, but you're just making sure that you get your best players in the midfield, and the ideas are pretty much the same. It's just a slightly different formation. So for me, playing a 4-3-3 would be better for the way that we want to create chances and stuff. So I don't understand why he doesn't explore that, why he's not so rigid, because that can instantly become a 4-2-3-1. It can become loads of different formations based on the way that you want to play football. So Yeah, I don't particularly understand. We are underway here. I don't particularly understand why some managers are really, really rigid in the way that they want to play, and they won't change it even slightly when realistically it's not actually that different. Anyway, we are back underway here. Pascal Struijk. Now, Altanaka. Back to Struijk. Back now to Rothwell. Less of that free falling. Less of the attitude. Struijk. Now Rothwell. Rothwell brings the ball forward here and now plays it into Gnonto. Gnonto with a good little turn and then a ball out wide to Bogle. Bogle tries to cross it in. Saito blocks it. Bogle can't win that one back and Saito can clear it down the line after the bouncing ball. Rodon does really well to roll the defender away from the ball and then knock it back to the goalkeeper. Bogle, Tanaka, Rodon, Struijk. Here's Struijk again. Aronson does really well there to get away from his man, and he does get pulled back, so it's going to be a free kick to Leeds. Lockbone saying if you could pick one player from the Bielsa glory days to come back, who would it be? Yeah, it's got to be Rafinha. Imagine Rafinha in the Championship. He's ripping it up in the Champions League, so never mind. Yeah, never mind in the Championship. Or Barry Douglas. So, I mean, swings in roundabouts really, isn't it? In the grand scheme of things. Here's Rothwell as he comes forward. Now Solomon, who I don't know what the hell he did there, but he does get the ball back to Rothwell. Now Tanaka. Aronson. Gives the ball away, Mateo Joseph, and now they can clear it. But Rodon does win that one back. Here's Gnonto. Into the feet of Aronson. Aronson wasn't looking then, didn't check his shoulder, and he'd ball taken off him by Anderson, who just runs the ball into touch anyway. Yeah, they've been pretty poor. Here's Struijk. Rodon. Struijk again. Rothwell. Ball out wide now to Bogle. Gets the ball back here, and now Bogle running down the wing, puts the ball right across the box. Good ball, and it comes to Byram on the other side. Byram back across the box, cleared by Varane, and now Rothwell can come pick it up. Oh, he's going to let it go for a throw-in, but a good ball across the box there. Just nobody unable to get the end of it. Get on the end of it, sorry. Tanaka. Oh. Tanaka's pass to Bogle just goes out into touch. Bogle's had a lot of balls over the top to him that he's not quite got to. Yeah, that was right across the face of goal. I don't know if you can blame that one on Bogle specifically, because there's been a lot of passes to Bogle that have gone astray. It's going to be Field with the throw-in inside his deep inside his own half by his own box, really. Bogle. Now Tanaka wins it back. Tanaka pulled down by the neck there by Ashby. I don't know, Morgan it is, and it's going to be a Leeds free kick. Ooh. No, I don't think it is Clive. He's not. Farke's not cautious because of what fans think. Farke doesn't give a crap what fans think. Hence why he never picks any of the players we tell him to pick. He'll do his own thing and he won't care what the fans say about any of it. It's going to be a Rothwell free kick now. Rothwell lifts it into the box towards Strauch. Strauch heads it over the bar. I mean, I just head it down. He just heads it up and over the bar there. I'm going to have to shoot off very quickly at the end of this game, by the way, because I need to try and record my match reaction as quick as I can. And almost be editing it and be doing a thumbnail whilst being on Joe's channel, because I'm going on his match reaction stream. Here's Tanaka. Rothwell. Tanaka again. Out wide now to Byram, and then Tanaka gets it back. Him and Rothwell keeping everything moving in this team today. Here's Tanaka. Now Solomon. Back to Tanaka. Back to Rothwell. Tanaka again. Byram. Tanaka again. Oh look, Rodon now. Bogle. Strauch. Little lofted ball here. Offside, and it's going to be a QPR free kick. Oh look, I just had a notification saying Leeds lately is live. Is it 90% possession for Leeds? I'm not sure. I haven't seen any of the statistics. Someone could let me know on one of the stats apps. Then 72%. Thanks IPW. Very quick with that one. Here's Strauch now with the ball. It's just the cat's meowing at the door. Bogle. Sorry, it's going to be a free kick there to QPR. Nonto, I think it was, that tripped up Anderson. Here is Anderson. Back to Field. Now Varane. Back to Anderson. Saito now. Into Morgan. I learn all of their names throughout the course of the game. Here's Ashby. Now Morgan. Little lofted ball cut out by Byram. Now Solomon. Fouled, and it's going to be a Leeds free kick about halfway inside Leeds half. Yeah, it's changed over the years, Lockbone. Sometimes it was one time it was clear daylight between the defender and the attacker. Then there was a time where it was like only a part of your body that can play the ball. So if your head is offside, no, because you are. If your hand's offside and you're pointing, then it doesn't count as offside because it's not a part of the body that you can play the ball with. But I remember that one against Crystal Palace in the Premier League where Bamford was offside, or I think it was Bamford was offside and Click passed it to him or something. But Bamford's feet and most of his body were onside, just his shoulders and head, and he was pointing where he wanted the ball and he was offside. It was ridiculous. Don't think Ben Turner's just asking how have we been playing. Been playing all right. we've certainly created enough to be more than 1-0 up. The corner just come in there and it's been knocked out to the other side, so I'm just going to change that corner count to 40. Definitely done enough to have been more than 1-0 up. QPR haven't really threatened, which is very worrying, to be honest. Points in the direction of them scoring late on, doesn't it? What happened there? Solomon tried to play the ball down the line to Tanaka. Tanaka tried to cut inside, and then Tanaka... apparently he fouled him, but he didn't really. Who does Chair? Does Chair still play for QPR? Yeah, he does still play for them. I mean, is he playing in this game? I think... Did I say 57 or did I say 59? Can't remember. Chair on the bench. Chair squared. Oh, he's out injured. Thanks, Shelley. Melier. I don't follow the Prem either, to be honest. I don't follow anyone other than Leeds. I do watch some of the Champions League highlights. I like to see how Aston Villa are getting on in the Champions League because I want them to do well. We had like a temporary sort of like fake, not fake, but like a 5-minute beef, didn't we, with Villa after that weird game where we gave them a goal. But to be honest, I've always quite liked Villa, and I hope they do well because they're basically in a position that we wanted to be in and done what we wanted to do, getting back into Europe and stuff. So IPW saying it's when they scored after 152 and we all joked about 152 to the next one and you said 57. Ah, yeah. So look, 17 more corners. I would imagine that's going to be in one of the games at the end of November after the international break. What Calvin needs to do is just go and sign for Uruguay and then he'll be fine. Calvin Filippo is Mateo Joseph. I think it'd be more likely to be Rothwell that gets dropped and Tanaka keep his place. I don't know, just something to do with him being a permanent player. And they're different type of players, aren't they, really? But can't really compare who's been better out of Rothwell and Tanaka, personally. Yeah, it was an offside there, so it's going to be a free kick to QPR. "57 corners and nothing on." 57 corners and nothing on. QPR take that long kick there from the free kick and Strauch heads it away. Picked up by Saito, though. Ooh, fouled there by Tanaka, and it's going to be a Leeds free kick. I wonder if Saito's ever played for the Japanese national team, because if he has, then he'll obviously know... Oh, he's on loan from Belgian club Lommel, Saito. Oh, he plays for the Japan under-23s. So he might have seen him around, Tanaka. Nonto, Leeds are on a bit of a break here. Nonto charging forward. He's got Solomon outside him. Solomon coming into the box. Solomon shoots. Saved well by the goalkeeper there. I think we're still going here. The goalkeeper's gone down, though, in the box. Not sure what happened. I think he might have been hit in the head there, you know. Really good counter-attack from Leeds. I can't see anything in that would have concussed him or anything. Hey, I'll have a little look at it here. Solomon goes forward. Did he hit him in the face with the ball? You think he might have hit him in the face with the ball, you know. Yeah, I mean, Solomon has been very poor. Again. Bring Dan James on. It was straight in the face, but it wasn't that hard, was it? So it's not going to cause a concussion. Like, do you remember that game where we played against Wolves and someone absolutely whacked a ball and Cody just stopped it with his head and he went down, everyone was moaning? Yeah, it probably could cause a concussion, that, getting absolutely cannoned in the head by a football. But that one, it's not like Solomon smashed the ball. He tried to lift it over him and just, like, dinked it into his forehead. So, sorry, but get up and get on with it. Yeah, everybody listens to Sajal. 200 watching and only 117 likes. If you haven't liked the stream already, then please do, because it doesn't cost anything, and it's literally, you just have to go and just tap a button. But that would be great if you could keep... Now then, Nardy Bum, I've seen your goalkeeping and it's terrible, chum. It's going to be a drop ball here. Byram now with it. Knocks it back down to Strauch. I don't know, Byram's been caught offside a lot, actually, yeah, when you think about it. Bogle to Strauch. Don't know why Bogle kind of passed that and went, but I don't know why, because the players carried on. Here's Rodon. Strauch. Byram loses the ball there, and now they can come forward. It's a good pass, actually. They might have a little bit of a break on. Come down the right-hand side now, up against Rodon, trying to stop them. Rodon. Nah, that's not a foul, not in a million years. Just be careful not to cause it for Rodon, and then... Is he going to get a free kick given against him? Surely not. You can see... You can see that he's looking for it. The player's constantly looking for it. Ben Turner saying, how does the liking system work on YouTube? If I like a video, then remove it from my liked after a couple of weeks, does it have a negative effect on your analytics? It shouldn't do. Because if it's after a couple of weeks, like, it's not really ever going to make any money again either. Because no one's going to watch a match reaction from a few weeks ago, if you get what I mean. Headed away by Strauch, that free kick. And now cleared by Rodon eventually, and Bogle. So I don't think it matters too much as long as you don't dislike the video. Because I know some people use their like button as like a way to put it in a playlist, don't they? So that you can go ahead and watch all the liked videos. It's another free kick again here to QPR. It's going to be Anderson again to put this one into the box. I mean, he's taking his time. Sunderland 2-1. Thanks for the update, John. Anderson with the ball into the box, headed away by Byram, and now Nonto flicks one wildly up in the air, headed again by Leeds, and then Strauch probably should have left that one for Melier, but now the ball back to QPR on the left-hand side of the box. Mateo Joseph trying to stop the shot, and he does get it blocking. Here's Cook at the far edge, and then the ball over the bar by not very much there from Sam Field. Yeah, not very far over the bar at all there. Leeds should be a little bit of a wake-up call for Leeds, this. Couple of subs from QPR here. A bloke with curly hairs coming off for a guy with straight hair. Oh my god. The guy that's just replaced Anderson, Benny has just replaced Anderson. They've got the exact same haircut. And I don't mean like a generic, like it's like long shoulder length hair with a headband. Exactly the same haircut. That was weird. It was like watching some sort of FIFA sub. Like they've just come up on the screen. They both got the exact same haircut. It was like different, the same bloke in a different font. Here is Benny that's just come on. I don't think that Joseph has been particularly good or bad. I think he's just kind of been there, filling a spot. If I'm honest. Byron with a throwing down the line. Is Mateo Joseph winning Leeds a throw-in? It's Benny as in Bennie. And then Morgan has come off for Madsen. Here's Bogle. Now Rothwell. Ball forward here into Solomon, who plays it out wide to Byron. Byron's first time pass is poor, but he gets it back through a fortuitous bounce. Now Aronson with a good ball through into Solomon, who puts it straight across the face of goal, and nobody's there to finish it again. But Bogle here picks it up on the right-hand side. Bogle now to Nonto. Nonto with a man in his back, but trying to create something, and he does get brought down there by Varane, and it's going to be a free kick here to Leeds, just by the corner flag. Yeah, Varane just chopping away at him, just little kicks out, just trying to get the ball off him, but he's tripped him in the end, and it's going to be a Leeds free kick. And a chance to get the ball in the box here, but look, I don't think there's, if the multiverse theory is correct, I don't think there's any multiverse, any universe where this goes in. And if it goes in this one, then I'll eat my words, but I just don't think we score these type of situations. Rothwell getting ready to put this one in then. One arm up, I think. Ball into the box. Headed out to the edge. Here's Solomon now. Tanaka. Offside. I don't think he was offside, to be honest. I'd like to see that again because it didn't look offside. It looked like he'd just got back on. It's just being headed around now at the moment. Here's Benny with a long ball forward, but Strauch wins it back. Now Tanaka. Strauch again. He's going to go back to Meslier here with his right foot. Mellier's going to have to clear because he's under a bit of pressure. And now Cook wins the header. And now Bogle can pick it up. Here's Bogle coming over the halfway line now. Towards Nonto out on the right-hand side. He gives it to him. Nonto gives it back down the line to Bogle. Bogle tries to cut inside, and he's done really well here, Bogle. Bogle tries to get it to the edge of the box for Solomon, but it's not got enough power on it, and Solomon was too static, and it's just cleared away. Now, Rodon. Nonto. To Strauch. Solomon. Byram. Rothwell. Little flick there from Mateo Joseph. It doesn't quite get through to Nonto, and now QPR can come away with it. Here's Strauch with a great challenge. Now Tanaka. Mateo Joseph. Joseph still trying to run into the box there, but it's taken off him. Good chest down by Rothwell into Tanaka. I think Rothwell might have winded himself there or something because he stopped moving for a while. Here's Aronson now, trying to open something up. Still Leeds have made no subs. Yeah, I agree, IPW. There's something about this season. Because even last season, I don't think we were as bored as this watching matches because of the Somerville Jorginho factor and the fact that a lot of the time we would go on exciting counter-attacks and charge up the pitch, go from front to back so quickly. And it was interesting for us to watch because it was like, oh, something's happening here. This season, it just seems so much more kind of slow and methodical and not really creating... Well, we're creating chances, but we're not finishing them, which is really frustrating. But speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Joel Peru is going to come onto the pitch now. So, I mean, he is a finisher. So if he can get a chance, you'd like to think he would finish it. So Joseph's coming off for Joel Peru and Solomon's coming off for Dan James, which... Honestly, I think we should have started the game like this. I really do. Teutonic style of play. As in the Teutonic plates. Moving glacially slow. Tanaka's just going to let that one bounce out for a Leeds throw in. Here's Bogle with it. Bogle into Tanaka. Into Rodon. Into Strunk. Now Ruthwell. Strunk. Back to Rodon. Bogle. Bogle coming forward here. Bogle with the ball into Gnonto. Gnonto shoots. Deflected wide, and it's going to be a corner. I mean, I may as well change this to 41 now. Oh. Dan James is going to take this corner kick then. Good ball in, headed away. Change that to 41, told you. Headed back into the box, headed away again. Oh, they have got the ball out of this situation. They're going to try and clear it now. Played it straight to Rodon though, now Tanaka. Nonto. Look, the thing is, at some point QPR are going to think we've got nothing to lose here. And they're going to... oh, is Rodon going to get himself a yellow card? No. At some point, I think they're going to think, we've got nothing to lose here. We're going to have to go for this, and then potentially we might score, if you get what I mean. Like they're 1-0 down, so if they lose 2-0 or 3-0, it doesn't really matter. If they go for it and get a goal, they'll be obviously ecstatic with a draw away at Elland Road. But if they do go for it, that potentially opens up their defence a little bit more for us to go and exploit them. What are the oh, we're in the box here. Bogle shoots, deflected away, and Peru, and now it's bouncing up in the air. He might have been offside, I don't know. The ball has eventually gone away, and now Byram can get out on the left-hand side. What are the... Oh, sorry, Chewy, I'm thinking of tectonic. I'm thinking of the tectonic... That is right, isn't it? The tectonic plates. As in, like, the plates of Earth that move under the crust and slowly pull apart and move closer in different areas and stuff. Here's Dan James going down the line here. Tries to cross the ball into the box. Oh, it's a really good ball in, but nobody there to get it. Now Tanaka shaping up to shoot. Decides not to. Plays it out wide now to Bogle. Bogle into Nonto, who plays it across the box. Going to be another corner to Leeds here. Yeah, that's what, when you said Teutonic, I thought you meant tectonic, but then I remember Teutonic from Age of Empires that I used to play in like 2004, 5. Rothwell then to take this corner kick. Rothwell into the box, bobbling round. Don't know if that was a goal kick or a corner, as it just came off Sam Byram's face, I think, judging by the way he's holding his teeth. Or to be fair, he might just be replacing his dentures because he's that old. Long ball forward here from Nardi. Steve Cook then, I'm assuming he's going to try and take a long throw in here. Yeah, he does. Tried to flick it on there, Benny, but away by Rothwell. Now Tanaka, back to Dan James, who can't bring it under his spell there. It's going to go out for a throw-in right by the technical areas. Here's Cook. Now Benny. Good tackle by Dan James. And now Piru tries to play it back into his path, and Dan James can't quite get there ahead of field. Here's Madsen. Tries to play it down the line, but it's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Look, again, it's been a very scrappy game. We've created chances. It's the missed chances that we can come to rue. It's just got to take some of them. Please just take some of them. Great, now I've just run out of water as well. Here's Cook. Ball back to the goalkeeper here and being chased down. Long ball forward that's going to bounce all the way through to Melier. Now Rodon into Bogle. Now Rothwell to Tanaka. Tanaka back to Strauch. Rothwell. Bogle. Tanaka. Rodon. Bogle. Down the line here to Nonto. Nonto holding the ball up here and then loses it. Bogle tries to win it back, but Nonto eventually does win it back, and now Tanaka can knock it back to Rodon. Here's Tanaka. Into Nonto again. Back to Rodon. Cross to Strauch. A little bit, CB, just a little bit. Here's Tanaka again. Come on, Leeds, go and get a second goal. Bogle. Cuts inside here. He's going to lose the ball. No, he's still going, Bogle. Oh, he does lose it eventually, but then Piru comes and helps win it back. Aronson then loses it. We lose the ball far too easily, and then Rothwell just completely missed his tackle there, and he's still going here, the QPR player. Oh my God, he's skinning everyone. Going down the right-hand side and played a ball to Benny, and then it's going to be a foul maybe? I mean, if they just got a Elias Chair regen, by the way, that Smith is small, dark-haired, diminutive, and good at running with the ball. Yeah, to be fair, if you're more optimistic about things in life, you generally have a happier time than if you're pessimistic. And if you're wrong about your optimism, then you've lost nothing. Nonto with a little header inside. Nonto does get fouled though. Here's Rodon. Yeah, I mean, they've not really, apart from their chance that went over the bar not so long ago, they haven't really threatened, and we should have scored a good couple of goals. See, I take issue with that saying, Sajal, though, cup half full versus cup half empty, because they say, are you an optimist or a pessimist? Are you glass half full or are you glass half empty? Well, I'm a logicist, because the glass is half full if you've poured in from the tap half of it, and it's half empty if you poured it up full and then drank half. So it depends on whether you've filled it halfway or whether you've drank half of it. If you've drank half of it, then it's half empty because it was full. If you've filled up half of it with a tap, it's half full because it was empty. That is my feeling on the matter. Ball with the defence now of QPR. Send a long ball forward. Oh, actually, no, they don't. They play out to the left-hand side. I can't tell whether that Benny is meant to be playing left-back or central midfield or right midfield. He's been all over the place. I don't know if he knows how to play football. Ball out to the right-hand side now for Smith. Saito tries to go ahead of him. They seem to have changed. Smith was in like a number 10 role originally. Saito was playing like left wing back, and now Smith and Saito are both on the right hand side. So I think they might have changed. They might have changed a little bit of their kind of setup here. Anyway, here's Madsen. He plays the ball out wide now to Smith on the right hand side. Good block there by Byram, but it is a corner kick to QPR, and you can just see them scoring one of these, can't you? You can just see them going and getting an equaliser. It's just like, well, we're only talking about halves, aren't we? Just to make it easier, because the same logic applies if there's like a tiny drop left in the bottom or whatever. You'd say, oh, it's a 1/70th full. Or once. Ooh, header came across the box there, but Leeds have kept it in at the back post, and Leeds are going to now try and go on the counter-attack. Aronson, really good turn there. It should have been a foul, and the referee doesn't give it. Much more of a foul than a lot of the ones that we've seen the QPR players be given. Bogle. Oh, no, it is a free kick. Gilavogi is going to come on for Leeds now. Oh, my God. Terrible free kick from Leeds. And now Saito coming towards the box. Gives it over to the left-hand side. He shoots over the bar, but oh, my God. What are we doing? They had a chance to play it to the back post as well then and score, but they didn't. And the... whoever it is on that right-hand side was absolutely fuming about it. Was it Jacob Murphy? Gilavogi's coming on then. I don't know who it was, actually. I don't know whether it was Aronson or Tanaka. I didn't watch the free kick. Rothwell's coming off then. And it's going to be Gilavogi. And he's also going to score a header from a corner, Gilavogi, because he's 6 foot 1,000. Melier then. Sends that one long. Long ball down the left-hand side here for QPR. And then Benny plays it back again. I know. Can you imagine if we'd have just scored a second one early in the second half? Great tackle and pass there from Gilavogi, and now Piru can spread the play out wide to Nonto on the left. Nonto going at his man. Trying to get past him, he shoots. Goalkeeper saves. Very tame shot in the end with the left foot. Rolled out there towards Smith. Tanaka wins it back. And then Byram wins Leeds a throw-in. Byram's going to be the one to take this. Look, if Schmidt's not getting some time on the pitch for Byram in a game like this, when is Schmidt ever going to get game time? And look, I've not seen enough of him. I've seen what I could find on the internet in terms of doing a little bit of a player profile on him. But in terms of what I've seen with my own eyes, I just haven't seen anything of him. By the way, Chewy Backer, and we'll ignore your horrendous spelling of Gilavogi, said has a nice calmness when taking control of a situation, but then he literally instantly nearly gave it away for them to score. 2-2 against Sunderland for Coventry. That's good. Great news for us. Here's Madsen. Tries to play it down the line here. It's going to be a QPR throw-in. Yeah, Rothwell's off for Gilavogi. 36,011 is the attendance. Here's Benny. No, not in this game, but I mean, like, in general, why haven't we seen him? Well, a lot of it last season, for the most part, we didn't have to wait for the other results. We just won our games and then left it to the other teams, which is why we caught up that 15-point gap or whatever it was. So, yeah, it's this season. It just seems to be a bit different. The vibes are different. Aronson. Great turn and run by Aronson there. Eventually, he just kind of spins himself like a spinning top. And we all know that they eventually go down, unless it's a dream, an inception. Rodon's just been wiped out there. And he's going to... he's going to go down and take his time over that one. Yeah, he headed it away, Rodon, and then got wiped out by Lloyd. Well, QPR are bringing on a small child now. Heverton. He must be like... Oh, he's 23? Or maybe he just looks younger there because his picture there, he looks old. It's going to be a throw into Leeds out on the right hand side. Well, you're only as old as you feel, Jeff. So 29 for 33, which is Nonto coming off for Schmidt. Oh yeah, Ramazani makes a big difference. Schmidt's a permanent transfer as well, and he's getting seconds. And most of the time he doesn't get on, and when he does, he only gets a few minutes. Or he's literally in the 90th minute and he's getting brought on. And also, he never gets brought on in his position, does he? I don't know whether he's going to drop back in and play as an extra full-back and Byram's going to play as a centre-back or what, but like, I don't really know what the setup is. He's gone into central midfield. Bogle throws it down the line. Piru trying to keep the ball in. The ball does stay in here. Here's Piru again. He's done really well there, Joel Piru. Got the ball out to Byram. I think Peru's made a big improvement on what he was last season in terms of his actual overall game and the way he fits into the system. Gilavogi with a long ball over the top towards Dan James. Just a tiny little flick by Benny takes it over the line for a Leeds goal kick. No, I mean, I think, I'm not going to say it. Obviously, look, we've what, 14 games? How many games are we in? 14, 15, something like that. Just, I've got a feeling that it'll be playoffs again. Make that 43. QPR are now bottom. Who were bottom? Oh, Portsmouth. Did Portsmouth win or get a draw? 6 minutes added on, by the way, to this game. 6 minutes added on. Long ball down the line from QPR. Kept in by Lloyd out on the left-hand side. Bogle trying to stop him. He's going to get into the box. Meslier can catch that one gratefully. Oh, Pompey are 3-0 up. We've been shown a replay now of this, and Meslier caught it easily, so I kind of want to see the actual live action. Meslier here, ready to take this goal kick. Yeah, but when you do get to the Premier League, you bring in reinforcements, don't you? Good ball from Dan James into the corner there for Joel Peru. Joel Peru into the box for Aronson. Aronson with a great turn, and now back to Peru in the box. Peru goes to shoot. It's blocked away, but Leeds can pick up the ball again with Sam Byram. Byram now down the left-hand side to Isaac Schmidt. Schmidt back across now to Tanaka. Byram. Schmidt does well to keep that one in. Little poked ball back to Tanaka. Leeds keeping the ball well here. Here's Strauch. Now Rodon. Rodon comes forward with it. Gives it to Gilavogi. Gilavogi back to Aronson. Aronson back to Gilavogi. Gilavogi tries to get it across the box, but it's going to be a Leeds United corner kick there. Benny was the one who slid it out in the end, and it's going to be a chance for Leeds to get the ball in the box. And ever so soon, I'm going to be changing that 43 to a 44. Yeah, well, we're nearly 3 minutes in. We're nearly halfway through this additional period, so look, we're 3 minutes in, 3 minutes left. It looks like Dan James is going to put the ball into the box here rather than get someone to come and hold it in the corner. Dan James whips that one into the box. Headed away. Now, I don't know if I'm changing that to 44, but I don't know if those of you who are putting, like, the people who are putting 44, as in, like, because it was on 43, are you watching it live and telling me before it happens that it hasn't gone in, or are you just guessing and assuming? Because if you're just guessing, that's fine, but Gilavogi shoots. It's headed away there. And then Bogle absolutely slices that one into row F. If you're actually guessing, then that's fine. But if you're telling me that we haven't scored, it's the same as telling me that we have scored, if you get what I mean. Because I already know then, and there's no kind of, like, tenseness and, oh my God, we might score from this, if you tell me. If you get what I mean. Gilavogi here. Ball down the line to Schmidt. Schmidt still going. Gives the ball to Aronson now. Aronson out on the left. Gives it to Schmidt, who was ahead of him. Schmidt cuts inside here. Plays the ball to Joel Peru, who's through on goal here. Joel Peru puts it in for 2. 2-0. Great time to score. And Leeds now are home and hosed. Thank God for that. Leeds 2, QPR nil. Nil point. Let's have a look at the championship standings after we've just gone 2-0 up. Yeah, we go into second place. Only 2 points behind Sunderland if their game ends in a draw. But Joel Peru, he just does really well, and it's a really good finish with the outside of his foot. So I'm like, look, people say Mateo Joseph adds more. I've come to the conclusion that Joel Peru, he's just a better finisher, and you need somebody who scores goals, and that's what Joel Peru does. That is exactly what Joel Peru does. So you've got to start him in these games. Him and Dan James have got to start next time, if they're both still fit, over Solomon and Joseph. Long ball forward here from QPR. Headed away by Byram, and then Schmidt gets knocked over, but Gilavogi striding out here like a young Yaya Toure. And then Bogle sends that one long down the line. Dan James chasing it, but the goalkeeper is going to be able to just catch that one as it bounces through to him. Long ball forward. Referee blows his whistle, and it is 2-0. It finishes. Really grateful that we were able to see that one out in the end. 20th minute and then 90 plus 5 minutes. Thank you everybody so much for joining me. Like I said before, I am going to have to shoot off and record a match reaction and then jump on Joe's channel. So if you want to, go and jump on Joe's channel after this as well, Just Joe Football Show, where I will be on there doing a bit more of an in-depth reaction. But I'll be back after the international break live, but in that time you might see some videos as well. So yeah, check out for it, look out for it on the channel. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for those of you who support the channel as Leeds Lately members, and of course thanks for those of you who are just normal subscribers as well. Thanks everybody so much for joining me. 2-0, and I'll see you next time, if I can actually find the button.